Hi, it's my privilege today to share with you a snapshot of my journey in developing my course and delivering my course Introduction to Economics, first year economics course under the mixed mode delivery strategy. Yes, we started to implement the system and teaching our Logan on-campus students and the online students using the mixed mode course delivery strategies in trimester 1, 2017. So what is mixed mode? It's a new teaching innovation within GBS that combines active workshop learning and flexibility for students in when and where they learn. One of the key objectives here, we try to provide our students, the two cohorts of students, on-campus students and online students with learning experience that is more equitable, interactive, and engaging. In a nutshell, as far as the lecture is concerned, our traditional weekly face-to-face lecture being replaced with the use of high-quality mini-lecture studio recording accessible for both our on-campus students and our online students. When it comes to the workshop, instead of having 1 hour workshop, we have 2 hour workshop. Students can either participate in face-to-face environment or attending the live online workshop. The online workshop sessions are recorded and recording are made available for the students. I'm going to share with you very quickly my course site design, the use of mini lecture recordings in my course, as well as what I do in the workshop sessions. If students go to Learning at Griffith course website, they go to the course content, they have access to the weekly topics, they easily click on the topics, then they are provided with a PowerPoint presentation as well as other resources. Weekly reading activities also specified for the students there. Then they get access to the mini lecture recording. For each topic, we split them into parts. Each part is about 5 minutes to 10 minutes long. I do invite you towards the lecture recording that is accessible for you to view if you go to the website of this project. Once the students complete watching one part of the mini lecture recording, there are activities for them that they can do, they can respond to, and the responses will be collected, and that becomes their learning portfolio. Once they complete watching the mini lecture recording, now they are ready to participate with us in our workshop. Again, they can either join the workshop in the face-to-face environment or online. Remember, we got 2 hours here. Personally, I feel that the extended time is useful for me to be more engaging, for me to be more interactive. We can do so many activities that otherwise would not be possible in 1 hour session. This is my typical 2 hour workshop structure. Whatever things that we do in the face-to-face environment, I do replicate that in the online workshop session. The platform or the application that I use for my online workshop sessions are Blackboard Collaborate application that is available in Learning at Griffith. Yes, that is me teaching my online workshop sessions. I always make myself visible for the students so that they can see my engagements, so that I can be more interactive in communicating with the students. I use the chat room a lot to constantly communicate with the students during the session. We start by watching a YouTube video application. The topic for that week was on demand supply. So we start by watching this property market in Brisbane video to get the discussion going. Then we go through the multiple choice questions that are preset already in the workshop resources. Then we go through the short answer questions and we work collaboratively to tackle the question, drawing the demand supply diagrams, addressing the case studies, and so on. I'm happy to share with you that as far as the student response and feedback, we have received very positive feedback from the students with this mixed mode delivery strategy for this course. So this is the SET and SEC scores that we've got for this mixed mode delivery strategy for Introduction to Economics. Maybe in your own time, you may want to revise this. In fact, this PowerPoint presentation is accessible for you to download and revise if you go to the website of this Spark project. There are also some qualitative responses provided by the students that may be useful for you to revise. Tips and tricks. If you are thinking of running your course using the mixed mode delivery strategy, first, prepare your resources well in advance, because it does take time for us to do the mini video lecture recording, especially if you run it for the first time. Think about your delivery strategies carefully. How are you going to engage your students in this learning environment for your particular course? You got help. There are educational designers. There are people from the learning future that are ready to support you in developing your resources. Make sure that you maintain your constant communication with your students. This innovation is new for us. This innovation will also be new for the students. So make sure that you do set your expectation and you do maintain good constant communication with your students week by week. Yes, I found the experience was a bit overwhelming to start with, but at the end of the day, I can say that I did have some fun. So try to have some fun. Overall impressions and future challenges. What works? The mini lecture recording works effectively. The use of the extended workshop time works effectively. And students enjoy having the flexibility. Problems observed. You know, our classic problem with attendance, regardless whatever mode that we are using. And I guess we could also question ourselves here whether partially too much flexibility under this mixed mode strategy may contribute to the attendance problem. Future challenges, bringing the mixed mode, particularly for first year courses, to Nathan and Gold Coast. Remember, the mixed mode delivery was conducted for the Logan on-campus students. But you know, first year courses at Nathan and Gold Coast has an enrollment that is significantly higher. And here, I identify a number of potential challenges of bringing this mixed mode for first year courses to Nathan and Gold Coast. That's all from me for the time being. Please do access other resources that we provide for you for this project. You can easily go to the website of the Spark project to access those resources. I hope this presentation has been useful for you, has been informative for you, and thank you. And that's all for the time being. Bye for now.